Hi, good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to Monday night. And I think it's the best way to, again, fairly it's not, it's the beginning of the week, right? But which we know spiritually the week starts on Sunday, right? As I constantly saying to people, when Sunday comes, it's not a vacation day. That's where the work starts. But in America, it's a vacation day, or at least in America. And so I always recommend to do something of work on Sunday, unless it's a holiday or something. But definitely, but that's Monday is the beginning of the week here, and then I'm happy that we have some consciousness in Monday, so we'll have enough to think about and to and to work on throughout the week. That's in a bigger picture. But specifically tonight, I appreciate tonight so much because it's all about this week. It's all about appreciation. This is this week energy. The energy of that available cosmically, that what pouring down to this world is the energy that we desperately need to awaken appreciation. Because I'm sure all of us appreciate everything that you have in life, right? I'm a bit cynical. Because you cannot. There's no way one will say, I appreciate everything. If you appreciate everything, you also appreciate the wrong thing that happened to you. And that is something that nobody really appreciate at the beginning. Meaning the wrong thing, the quote unquote, the bad things, or the bad people, or, different negative interaction. Do you appreciate them? Right? Do you respect them? Therefore, if you cannot appreciate that, it's so hard to say that you appreciate everything that you have in life. That's again, yes, Kabbalistically, this is the right equation. Spiritually, that's the right measurement. Because everybody can be like, I only want good things in my life. I'm sure all of you saying it. I'm sure all of us at home and saying, I just want good people. I just want good things. I just want to be connected to goodness. I don't want that evil negativity. I don't want those people with bad intention. I don't want that, right? The only reason you have the good thing is because you have the bad things. That's the only reason. What do you mean? So I can have just good and I have to have bad? No. Definitely, what is the quote unquote bad? So for example, you see I have a vessel here, I have a cup. That cup is full, right? How much can enter to this cup? Many times we learn, to the degree that is available. Whatever is available, that's the universe will fill up my cup. Our vessel, our spiritual vessel, right? But if my vessel filled up with, me, there's no room for anything else. There's no room for anyone else in your life. There's no room for other new revelation, new ideas, new interaction. It's because that's your state of mind. So therefore comes this time, once a year. It's called the energy of Sukkot. Sukkot is obviously, let me explain physically what's happening. Many people think that, I don't know if you grew up around Jewish people, or of course in New York, you probably know that somehow you see all these outdoor hut type of thing, right? Outdoor structure that everybody's building. Obviously, I can tell you myself, growing up in Israel, I have no clue why we did it, because they told us that's what God says. That's it. They said to do it, or because in the desert they build a sukkah, that's why you need to build a sukkah. But I'm not in the desert. Maybe if I'm in Burning Man, maybe in the desert, I can build a nice hut, nice sukkah, nice structure. That's very nice. Yeah, but it's, why am I doing it? So obviously there's no real explanation until the wisdom of Kabbalah came to this world way more aggressively, way more available to everyone, to explain to us why, the reasons. And once you know the reasons, even the bad thing that you think in your life are bad, if you would know the reason that they came to your life, and which is only a great reason, you will welcome it and you would appreciate it, and they will never show up again. I hope you heard what I just said. And that is this week. This is why we need this sukkah. Now, a hut, outdoor, yeah, I'm okay sitting here in the house, do whatever you want, any ceremony. But outside is cold, it's uncomfortable. It's outside of my house to schlep everything, right? Take things over there, to, all of that. Why do I need it? And obviously, what we learn Kabbalistically is that this is exactly from creation of the world, from the creation of the world. Actually, Sukkah was even available before creation, I can say. The energy of Sukkah. That's called Sukkah. It's a hut. The Sukkah doesn't have literal words that I can translate for you. But it's not just that. Also in the Sukkah, we're using few species. Can you pass me this? Yeah. We're using a citrus. We're using an a palm tree branch. We're using myrtle and willow, right? So you have over here, you have all the structure that you need. These are tools. Many people think, oh, that's what they didn't have in the desert. That's what we do. Absolutely not. There's a perfect explanation why these tools are available. So also, as soon as, it started last night, as soon as the day started yesterday, that's when everything got charged, electrified. Up until then, the hut or the sukkah was just a structure, right? Just like a very nice gazebo, whatever you want to call it. And also a day later, it's done. The energy is not there anymore. It's once a year for 7 days, you get to be infused with the light of the Creator, specifically so you can appreciate whatever you don't appreciate. So you can have the sight, the eyes, the ability to see that the quote unquote, the wrong things in your life are the best thing that can happen to you. And and again, I'm sure all of you had wrong interaction with people that turned to be actually the best one for you. Is it correct to say? Had an experience of something like, let's say, a traffic. Oh, it's so bad. And then it turned out to be the best thing that there was a traffic, or that the plane delay or something happened that you thought is catastrophe and turned to be the best thing. In retrospect, everybody's good to know how good was the bad interaction. But what we want the sight, the eyes, the ears to see, something that no one can see, only you can see, how perfectly it's designed that I think is negative, I think it's bad, I think it's annoying. Imagine you go to an event and it's so crowded and you're like, I can't stand it, it's too many people and they don't let us in and it's too crowded and and boom, you met your soulmate there. Possible? Yes. But if you wouldn't be complaining too much, maybe you would. Most of us have a bad interaction or bad impact. You call it bad. Because we don't have the energy of this week, the whole week is a free energy of appreciation for the thing that you cannot see. That is a huge, huge gift to this world. Now, that comes in form, right, of us. If you desire to connect to that type of energy, there's few things that you can do, right? And the simplest thing that you can do, find a hut like that in a sukkah. Tell Nuriel, I want to come every day. Sitting upstairs, you come to my sukkah, you come to anyone. Just go. Renting. Just go and break bread. Just go and eat them. And just sitting there, just by sitting, it says, Lishev basukkah, to sitting in the sukkah, you already tell the universe, I'm appreciating the discomfort. That's what it is. Because for 1 week, I'm leaving my home, right? I'm not at home. I'm outside. I'm in the sukkah. I'm eating there. I'm sleeping there, right? I'm doing everything there. There, everything is there, right? What is the idea? The idea is that you're outside of your vessel, meaning your home, your comfort, your beauty, how you used to have. Now you're outside. Specifically in New York, it's a little bit more uncomfortable, right? I'm sure if you're in sunny places or warm places, it's just pretty cool, to be like that. But in New York, it's a bit uncomfortable, but that is where the light is. Because where is your light? Your light is here, inside you. But because you filled yourself with unimportant things who are not serving you, things that doesn't really allow you to respect who you are, therefore, I don't even think outside of myself anymore. Because I'm so wrapped with my own nonsense. I'm so wrapped with my own ego. I'm so wrapped with my own, insecurity. And do they like me? And they're not going to like me and all of that. Do people appreciate what I say? People appreciate what I did for them? Don't you think that you are the most special kid in your family? It's you or your sister, brother, whatever. Everybody having one person. Oh, no, I'm the most special in my family. Most of us think we're the most unique, but nobody see it. Nobody understand us. Why? Because you filled up your vessel. You wrapped yourself with yourself alone. So concerned with what everyone or everything is going to do to you or not happening to you. And therefore, comes Sukkot. Get outside of yourself. Get outside of who you are. Get outside out of your comfort zone. Only this week, it's generating light for the entire year to show you, to give you the eyes to see what you cannot or you couldn't see. The existence of something right in front of you, right there. Because remember, the universe never put things for you far away. Never. Mostly it's in the radius, everything, all your solution, all your answers, all the clients, all the new businesses, all the new ideas, all the whatever you think, you never look far away. Don't ever look. If you look far away, I'm going to find it over there. Oh, maybe if I'm going to travel over there, I'm going to find my soulmate. No, it's right there. The universe only put for you almost in a few steps, just to grab, like a low-hanging fruit, right? Right there, just right there. But I don't know. Where are you? Tell me, Benjamin. I don't know. I'm looking. I'm asking I know. I reach out to all my network. No, you have to understand. These are the things that people don't really get, and they searching and finding. If you have the eyes to see, if you have the sight, if you receive those eyes, it's not physical eyes, it's that sense that only can come from appreciation. Only. Everybody, I'm sure you're doing your list in the morning. I'm sure. I appreciate this, I appreciate that. What else is the other word you're using? Gratitude. Why that happened? Why did it happen? But I'm grateful. I'm really grateful. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. It's just because it drives you crazy. It makes you mad. And it makes you feel that appreciation doesn't work. Gratitude doesn't work. It is work when you start. Obviously, this is free. This week is free from the universe, free gift. To appreciate what you cannot see, To appreciate what is something that you want to generate this week. Get outside of your comfort zone this week with great appreciation. With great appreciation for the moment that you had, that you got outside of yourself. Regardless if people see it, people knew it, people, oh, why praise you, amazing. How did you get outside of your comfort zone? That was amazing. You didn't get it. Because that's what you were looking for. Did you see? Did you see me? Did you see me going outside of, you see how uncomfortable I am? Never. Never think for that. Again, this week, it's 7 days. It's a beautiful 7 days that we receive free energy. That, of course, if you act upon it, if you take advantage in this week. So either there's two things. Either you go outside of yourself, do an extreme sharing outside of yourself, outside of your comfort zone. I never share. I never open up. Do something that you never really did, but with great, again, if you spot it, because some of us, yeah, but what should I do? Where should I go? You know, everybody usually turn to what they're comfortable looking at. No, look completely other way around. Take an action, but really appreciate the discomfort. Second idea, in a more proactive way, call anyone who knows that you have sukkah and go eat there. How easy is that? Anybody see, you think it's comfortable? Let's call Nuriel or call me. Can I come to your sukkah? You know, it sounds ridiculous, right? Can I come eat in your sukkah? Yeah, that's uncomfortable, but that's amazing. To sitting under that, and again, I can't. I need probably maybe upstairs. I will explain to you more about the structure and why. Okay, but now I want to connect to that overriding energy of this week. And this is what we want. So more about the sukkah, a little bit more, but when we get there, we're going to probably, if you want to, all of you can wait with us and we can take you upstairs. But for now, we want to take quiet energy moment to share this wisdom. So again, this is the big picture. Second thing is, as I said before, what do we receive from all these, branch and fruits, right? It's look ridiculous. People are walking around in the street. What is it? Oh, it's Jewish people. Let me tell you something. That doesn't belong to Jewish people, right? Do you think this belongs to Jewish people? It belongs to any nation or this branch? No. So how come Jewish people took responsibility on that? Because it's not belong to anybody. This holiday doesn't belong to Jewish people. Jewish people just, following a tradition of sort. Kabbalistically, it's a human holiday. Any human doesn't need energy of appreciation. Why is just why you designated? Because nobody told us. Until Kabbalah came to the world, these things was kept and still right now only for a specific type of people. You call them Jewish or you call them whatever. It's wrong. It's not belong to a specific religion, because religion eventually will disappear from this world. You should know that. And one day, boom. The only thing that will remain in the spirit is the spiritual and the universal laws of this world. Like gravity, doesn't belong to anybody. It's not a religion. It's a spiritual universal law that we all bow to that, right? We all obey to this rule. There are like that hundreds and hundreds of different universal laws that people don't know. Like, how come you're dating your father? What? No, someone that actually behaved like your father. How come I'm only gravitate to date someone that only feels like my mom? How come I'm end up doing a deal with somebody that end up exactly the same wrong way in another deal that I had before? How is it possible? What is somebody's playing tricks on me? Didn't you say it to yourself one day? What is the joke's on us? Yes. If you don't understand the universal law, you're always going to be in a loop. You don't even know. You're going to be in a loop. You're going to drive yourself crazy. You're going to try to get out of it and nothing. You're going to think you're smart enough and you outsmart this world. You cannot. Unless you know the universal laws and you use them to your advantage. It's a universal law. Sukkah is a universal tool. It's nothing to do with specific people. If you have a soul, you are welcome to use the universal laws to your advantage. Nothing to do with how you're born, where you're born, and what's your background, and how you know everything about the Torah and everything. Nothing to do with that. If today each one of us wake up and use these tools, open our eyes, you can surpass any spiritual person that you know. It doesn't really take much beside effort, beside desire, and obviously the wisdom of Kabbalah. If you open the wisdom of Kabbalah, he tells you directly. I don't know, again, I'm sure I cannot explain to you right now in this short class why this wisdom was hidden and why now it's so available. And once you open it and you learn it, it's like it's right there teaching you so many beautiful principles. And again, this is what we're sharing here every week. I pick from different types of universal laws and I share with you here. But specifically, cosmically. Whatever available cosmically, this is what we want to channel to this world. So what is available cosmically? The energy of Sukkot. What does it mean? Obviously, energy of appreciation and energy of protection. Because if you appreciate something, it's been protected, right? Because if you don't, if let's say you say to someone, I highly respect that individual, and can you say, I don't appreciate him? Respect and appreciation, right? It's together. Because whatever you respect, right, you appreciate what they have to tell you. So obviously, if you don't respect yourself, right, do you appreciate what you have to say and what you want to do and what your desire is? Absolutely not. It's what you want to gain from this week. Then let's go back to this idea of those species. Each one of them for 1 week. For 1 week, for example, everybody knew about in Rosh Hashanah, everybody know you take a apple and you dip it in honey. Wow, that's mean Rosh Hashanah. Let's have sweet here. If you would know more about it, you would appreciate so much more that tool. But it's only for 1 day that fruit get charged with that light. It's only for 7 days these tools been charged. After that, you can just do a nice jam. Maybe it's a nice, good-looking lemon or citrus. But in this week is a very powerful tool that represents what? Your heart. Our heart. This is this tool. This tool is awakening heart. What we usually do in the sukkah, we using what we call shaking that, right? Back and forth. So you move it forward, you draw that light through that conduit. That represent, you see, this branch represent your spine. So you see in your spine, there is a very strong, solid root. And all the rest is pretty flexible, you see? It's pretty flexible. What do you receive from that? First of all, what you want to receive from that is have a real strong backbone. That's what you want. Strengthening your backbone. What does it mean, backbone? How and what you're going to bend and flip over for people. which they never appreciate what you do for them. Yeah, I'm doing backflip for you. I bend over for you, and you don't appreciate, and then you stop appreciating that. Is it correct to say? Right? And we so bending ourselves. So, for example, most of us who are doing it, we are doing it because we want some approval from others. Most of us are doing it because we want to be pleasing others. Most of us are doing it because, and we take away all our belief system, all what we strongly believe in, and all of a sudden for them, okay, I'm not going to do it today. What? You broke your back. You didn't bend your back. You broke all your words. And for that comes once a year, a week long, to strengthen your backbone, but also teach you to become flexible. Meaning, some of us are too flexible. Some of us are, too, let's go along with the flow. You heard that? Come, let's go with the flow. What if the flow deliver you into a sewage? Very bad experience. Yeah, I'm going with the flow. Yeah, bad thing. Let's keep going with the flow. Absolutely not. Yeah, but I'm spiritual. I have to go with the flow. Make sure which flow you put yourself in. Because once you put yourself into that flow, you have to understand it's your responsibility. It's on you. It's not anyone's responsibility. That's why how many times I told you this, and for you, for the first time, you're always coming. I'm telling you, don't ever believe a word I'm telling you. I don't want you to follow my flow unless you check it, unless you test it, unless you're absolutely sure. And then that's what I did. That's what my teacher told me to do. And that's what my teacher told me, always make sure people are not following you blindly or any of this. They need to learn, they need to understand, they need to test, and then it's no problem to go with the flow. But other than that, you don't go. So anyway, what do I want? I want flexibility. Because most of us sometimes too rigid with people, too meticulous with people. Why did they say that? No, you can't say this word. Wait a second, today, everybody know, like today, the new reality of no gender, right? Mm-hmm. It's great. No problem. I have no problem with that. But it takes time to adapt to it. Yes or no? Mm-hmm. It takes time. It takes to people who, some people, yes. So wait a second. Any movement that starts in this world, it's not a problem. But it's a problem when they get so upset when nobody get it right away. Yeah, you've been through it for so many years. Now you're introducing that to the world. No problem. But take the time, be flexible, give the people a break to be able to do that, to be able to understand that. Imagine I share with you right now this. No, if you don't get it, if you don't understand that, we are very upset with you. Nuriel cannot invite you anymore to his house. That's what people do. Can you imagine if we didn't say that? That's like a cult. That's crazy. But that's what people do. So we want to have that absolute backbone. We're standing for the right that we want. We're standing and believe in what? No problem. But be flexible with people. With yourself, be absolutely tough. Be absolutely strong. But when it comes to others, give them a break. Be flexible. Don't be meticulous. Don't really stuck in points. Otherwise, you're going to be alone and lonely, and nobody going to love you the way you should be loved. Second, we receive that tool, your heart. Each one of our heart needs to be awakened. Most of us closed our heart. You know why? Because we gave a chance to people. Because we said, you know what? I'm going to fall in love, and then we got hurt. Or some of us, cheated or lied to. Some of us was sold many different dreams that never really got, even closely to be manifesting. And we got hurt again and again and again. And as a result, now we second, I would say second or even, second or third or I would say, I don't know how many times, I don't know, a second, I think it's more, guessing, should we fall in love? Should we love those people? Should we give them love? Right? Absolutely, the answer is yes. And the reason is because there's no other way. Eventually, it will penetrate through a difficulty. So here in Sukkot, in this week, we have an opportunity to awaken our heart, to charge that energy of appreciation and respect to who you are and to everything that happened in your life up until this moment, to open your heart and to love those things. To open your heart and to love what your parents did or didn't do to you. To love what the universe gave or didn't give you. From love. This is this holiday. This is this period of time. This is a cosmic opportunity to charge your heart with electricity that beaming love out of you. Next. Maybe it's enough about this. But the idea is, again, if I just want to conclude everything. When we go into the Sukkah, I'll share with you, but I'm not sure if we will have it recorded. There is what we call the roof. Very important. And the roof has to be made by a natural, either palm trees or what do you call those, bamboo, whatever, and you see it. But the interesting thing, imagine you building a roof, right? Like the roof of your house, and there's holes in the roof. It makes no sense. Who building a roof that have holes, right? And it has to have, if it doesn't have holes, meaning cracks, right? That you can see the light or the stars or the light from under, it's actually disqualified that whole structure. So again, none of us will, logically doesn't make any sense. Building a roof with holes, put some things, put some tarp or whatever it is, that rain is not going to fall. Well, I'm going to sit there. That's exactly what you need to. Why? Again, there is a specific light that you want to receive when we're going up there or this week. It's called Or Shebokeh. Light that penetrates. Meaning, sometime, we need to go through something. We, face with some type of challenge and we don't know what to do. Well, we need that. I don't know what to do. I'm lost, right? When you get to those moments in life, this is that light that you want. Penetrate, pierce through that darkness. Like if you have an image, there's like, imagine there's smoke in the room, right? And then there's like something passed into the room, right? Like a little, maybe I don't know, in the movie they put in like a bullet go through, and you see that vacuuming everything, right? Like a pulling, right? Or if you stay in the street and a bus went by, what do? The bus is kind of like pulling you, right? It's like this draft, right? This is what you want. To create from yourself a storm, that you are a bullet out of a gun, that you are explosive. Sometimes we need that. So the roof says no to the sunlight, but actually a little bit comes in. That roof says, what? Okay, I said no, but you know what? If the light wants really to come in, it can pierce through. And this is the energy that you want. That sometime we not deserve. Sometimes things not manifested the way they want, seems doesn't look the way we thought. But when you have that energy of explosiveness, you have that energy of no matter what, I'm going to make it happen. I'm not going back until I make it happen. This is what I want from the Sukkot. This is what I want from this week. To receive that energy, to receive those blessings. And thank you for showing up, and wish you a beautiful holiday. And we're going to go upstairs to the sukkah, okay, and share more of the light. Thank you.